The console object in JavaScript has 22 methods on it, but I bet you only ever use console.log. Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the other things that you can do with the console object in JavaScript. And I'm hoping that these sorts of things will really amp up your ability to debug your code. Console.log can be used with a string, so console.log hello world, or it can be used with an object. If you console log an object, like this user object here, then the browser's console will give you an interactive view of the object that you logged. This works in all browsers that I tried it in, by the way. So another way of logging an object to the console is to use console.table. As the name suggests, this method will create a nice little table with all of the properties of the object, making it much easier to see the entire object at a glance than with the basic console.log. Console.time is another one. I've got a whole video up here about timing your code execution in the console, but it's enough to just learn these two functions. Console.time with a label and console.time end, which stops the timer. You can see the length of the timer in the console output of your browser, and it shows up in a couple of other cool places too. Again, check out my detailed video on that one, which is up here. Console.warn and console.error. These are two pretty similar to console.log. The most noticeable difference is that it will change the color of the message that you log out. It also means that you can use these little filters in the top right in Chrome. See, we can filter out everything except warnings and errors if you want to. Lastly, and this is generally one of the most useful functions that nobody uses, and that's console.assert. What this method does is it takes a value as the first argument, and if that value is false, then the line is logged to the console. If it's true, then nothing happens. I use this one all of the time to log slightly strange things that I'm not sure if they're going to happen or not, but I don't want to fill up the console with loads of noise. Here, for example, we're assuming this input object has an email property on it. If it doesn't have an email field, then just log to the console that there was no email field. Maybe that's to be expected, maybe it isn't, but it could be useful later on if some code is expecting this property to be present. So that's a nice use of console.assert to keep your logs clean, but still log the things that you think might be useful later on. So that's a few of the methods available on the console object in JavaScript. As always, if you found any of these useful, then please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. I post a new coding tip or tutorial every week, and any suggestions you have, pop them in the comments in the YouTube comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. My name is James Charlesworth, and I'll see you in the next video.